everyone. I want to talk about cock blocking. Now, this term is typically used when a man is trying to get hold of another human, male or female, that they wish to get with, and someone else gets in the way, typically another man, to essentially cock block them, stop their cock from getting what they want. Now, I want to use this term in the sense of putting blocks on ourselves that limit ourselves to the potential that we can have. So what I mean by this is, in every day, in every way, opportunities are there for our taking. Energetically, we just have to be a vibration for them, a vibrational match. Now, this sounds really easy, but we as humans, we're so complex. We have so many blocks. People misuse the phrase cognitive dissonance. I've talked about this before, but actually our bodies, our humanity, our psyche, our cognitive behavioral outputs all are actually very aligned. I'll give you an example. I might say, I want to have loads of money, and I want to get a really great job and be a CEO. But internally, I'm thinking, how will I manage my lifestyle? How will I manage all that money? It's too much. My parents never earned that much money. What will people think of me? I'll have more money than everybody else. How will I look after my children? You know, whatever block it is for you. So this is the cognitive dissonance. Because internally, which is the thing that really runs the show, your internal cognition, your subconscious, this is what's really running the show. And it's subconscious for a reason, because unless you do this work of self-mastery and conscious living, where you actively and consciously are aware of all of your thoughts and consciously bring them to the surface so they are no longer subconscious. This is the whole essence of what I teach, which is the self-mastery project, you being your own project. If you don't do this conscious work, you'll constantly think, well, my cognitive dissonance doesn't work, everything is in alignment and yet it's still not happening for me. But there's your conscious thought, which is I want X, and your unconscious thought. And what this work does that I teach you is to make the unconscious conscious. So everything is conscious and everything is aligned. And that's essentially what cognitive dissonance is. You're removing the dissonance between your unconscious thoughts and your conscious thought, and therefore moving into alignment. And that's what my whole program is about. The whole of the Self-Mastery Project is about getting into alignment. And this isn't always comfortable work, because depending on how long you've been unconscious, i.e. asleep, and which area, because you can be conscious in some areas, like you might be amazing at your health and fitness or amazing at your finances and everything is correlated and everything is brilliant, but your love life sucks or your experiences suck because you're always fucking working or whatever. But the Self-Mastery Project is unique in that it's this 9-step system where you vibrate positively, magnificently, extraordinarily in all 9 categories of your life. You won't get there all at once. There's areas still that I work on, and I have goals and aspirations and desires in each category, but I know my quotient of self-mastery in each and every category, and I'll work on a different one at each time, and that's how my business model works. I release a course aligned with each pod or domain yearly, and then you can buy the whole program, but then I refresh the content by focusing on each pod or domain as I feel the desire to do so, because I'm distilling and channeling information in my unique way. And this little pep talk is about cock blocking. So that is about your cognitive dissonance. It's about being in misalignment. You are cock blocking yourself without realizing it, whichever category you're in. So it's about sitting with yourself, breathing, meditating, engaging in daily discipline that get you into yourself. It's a must. You have to meditate. If you want to live a conscious, aligned life, extraordinary, epic, and attract the abundance and wealth and prosperity and amazing motherfucking experiences and love and spirituality and everything else you desire that's specific and unique to you, and they're your desires and no one's going to question them, they're yours. If you want to focus entirely on making a shit ton of money, you still have to work on those other categories, because your experiences need to be aligned, your money needs to be aligned, your health needs to be aligned, all of it to happen to be an energetic match. And most importantly, you need to be aligned with yourself. And the only way to do that is to find out where you're cock blocking yourself and then blast those limiting beliefs to the floor. And if you want to find out how, then you go see my courses. I've got a fantastic course on money mastery, if that's what you're focusing on. I've got a fantastic course on love mastery, and in each and every pod and category. And if you don't know what the self-mastery is about, I have an introductory blog, YouTube content, podcast, you name it, wherever you feel that you absorb information the best, go find it. And it's called Self-Mastery Project Explained. And then from there you can just jump off and find all of the courses in my archive. And then each season I go with the equinoxes, and so that's September as the next one, and then there's the winter solstice, and then there's spring equinox, and then there's summer solstice. So 4 times a year I launch new courses, so they're seasonal. But if you're a full member, you can access my archive and all of the courses all the time, everywhere. And alongside that, I also have so much information for you. I call them alchemical teachings. These are always aligned with each pod and domain, but they often cross all 9 of the categories, or they might focus on 1 or 2. If it's specific, then I have courses specifically labeled money mastery, love mastery, and so on. But if it's an alchemical teaching that I have channeled and been given this information through all of my extensive research and reading, knowledge and wisdom over 25 years of human transformation and consciousness and vibration and coaching and teaching and educating business entrepreneurs and students and everyone else in between. And I brought together all of this work into a beautiful 9-step system. And then I have these smaller bite-sized courses related to these pods and domains. And then I also have these alchemical teachings, and you can find all of these on my website. And thank you so much for listening. If you're listening to this now, it's because this message was meant to find you. It has no time bounding to it, so at the time of listening I may have more or less courses available because it's dependent on where we are in the season. And I have the archive of courses, and I have courses that I refresh all the time, and then the alchemical teachings stay as they are in the alchemical archive, the alchemical vault. Thank you for listening. Keep working on yourself. Come home to the real you. Self-Mastery Project. Thanks for listening. Kisses from Kiki.